Hey everyone. So you're trying to pick a major, and it's a huge decision, right? Especially when you're driven to make a real difference in the world. Today, we're going to dive into two majors that do exactly that, but from totally different angles: sociology and sustainability.
Does this sound familiar? You're stuck trying to decide between changing society or saving the planet. If you're weighing a degree in sociology against one in sustainability, you are definitely not alone. According to our source material from the sociology coach, this is a really common spot to be in. Both are incredible choices, so let's really break down what each path looks like.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll look at the sociology path, then the sustainability path. After that, we'll talk about how to figure out your own focus, and even how you might be able to combine them. Then we'll wrap up with what your next step could be. Let's jump in. Okay, first up, the sociology path. This is for all of you out there who are just fascinated by people, who are always asking why. Why do we do the things we do? How do our societies actually work? So, what is sociology really? Well, the sociology coach defines it as the scientific study of human society, social relationships, and social institutions. Think about it like this. Sociology is all about digging into the big forces, like culture, inequality, and family, that shape how we all live and interact with each other. It's the science of us. And this isn't just theory for a textbook. This knowledge leads to some really important hands-on careers. Let's take a look at a perfect example: the labor relations specialist. As a labor relations specialist, your day-to-day is all about navigating human dynamics. You're mediating disputes, you're negotiating contracts, and this is where that sociology degree becomes your secret weapon. You can see the invisible power structures at play and understand group dynamics, which helps you find solutions that are actually fair for everyone. Now for another really compelling career where a sociology background is a huge advantage: the emergency management director. This is a big deal role with a ton of impact. So, what's a day in their life like? They're the ones creating emergency plans for entire communities and coordinating the response when a crisis actually hits. But here's the really crucial part: their training in sociology helps them understand which groups in a society are the most vulnerable. This means they can build strategies that don't just work, but are also equitable. All right, let's totally switch gears now and talk about the sustainability path. If you're the person who's really passionate about the health of our planet and how we can build a better future, then this might be right up your alley. We throw the word sustainability around a lot, but this is the classic definition. It's all about meeting our own needs today without messing things up for future generations. And what's so cool about it, as the sociology coach highlights, is that it's not just one thing. It's a mix of environmental science, economics, policy, the whole shebang. So where can this degree take you? Well, the green economy is booming, and a huge role in that space is the environmental consultant. This is a super practical job. You'd be working directly with businesses, advising them on how to shrink their environmental footprint, checking to make sure they're compliant with regulations, and building real, actionable plans to help them hit their green targets. You're basically a problem solver for the planet. Okay, let's look at another path. This time, instead of being an outside consultant, you're working from inside an organization as a sustainability coordinator. So, this person is the company's internal champion for all things green. They're the one rolling out recycling programs, tracking all the data to see what's actually working, and, this is a big one, educating everyone, from the new hires to the CEO, to get them excited and on board. They're literally building a culture of sustainability. Okay, so we've got two amazing paths, both leading to some seriously cool careers. This brings us back to the big question: how do you choose? Are you all about the people, all about the planet, or somewhere in between? This table from the sociology coach is super helpful for this. Just ask yourself these questions. First, your interests. Are you more fascinated by human behavior or by environmental challenges? Next, career goals. Do you see yourself working directly with people and communities, or do you want to focus on green projects? And finally, your impact. Are you driven to create social change or to find that balance between the environment and the economy? Being honest here can really point you in the right direction.
But here's where it gets really interesting. What if you've been listening and thinking, well, I kind of like both? What if you're passionate about people and the planet? Good news. There's a path for that. This might be the best news of all. You don't necessarily have to choose. The sociology coach says it perfectly here.
The sociology versus sustainability debate doesn't have to result in choosing just one path. And honestly, that opens up a world of really unique opportunities. So, how do you actually walk this hybrid path? Well, here are 4 concrete ways you can do it. You could go all in and double major, or you could major in one and minor in the other, a super popular option. You could also think a little longer term and plan for a grad program that brings them together. And hey, you can start right now by getting internships in both areas to test the waters and see what you love. We have covered a ton of ground here, from specific careers in each field to the incredible potential of mixing them together. And that brings us to the most important part of this whole thing. At the end of the day, this is your call. The right choice is the one that lines up with what you're genuinely curious about, the career you can see yourself thriving in, and the specific kind of mark you want to leave on the world. The great thing is, whether you lean toward sociology, sustainability, or both, you're picking a path that can lead to some truly meaningful change. So now I want to turn it over to you. After all that, what are you still wondering about? What questions do you have about majoring in either sociology or sustainability? Let us know in the comments below.